The following program is sponsored by Phoenix Finds Media. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Phoenix Finds. Today I am hanging out in the beautiful Lucid private offices, and I can't wait for you to see all the incredible businesses that we feature in this episode. Let's go check it out. Hey everybody, it's Lexy Romano with Phoenix Finds. Phoenix Finds. Phoenix Finds. Today we are highlighting two incredible places, both located here at the Shops on Cave Creek Road. The first one is an amazing secondhand store that caters to inclusivity. We're here at Billy and Lulu's. Let's go inside and meet Heidi, the owner. All right, Heidi, thank you so much for having me here today at Billy and Lulu's. So you do something that is so special, and you're really meeting a need for so many women. Tell me a little bit about what you do.
So we are the first and only secondhand store for plus size people in Phoenix, Arizona. So sizes large up to 6X in store.
Wow, so we were talking about this earlier. This is meeting a huge need for so many men and women, but primarily women who want to feel like they can come and shop somewhere inclusive.
Yeah, so when I was thrifting and shopping secondhand historically, it would take 5 to 10 different stores for me to find any variety of my size. My best friend, Natasha, she's my business partner, we didn't love how I felt, and we just wanted to fix it because there is nothing like this in Arizona, and we really just wanted to have variety, size inclusivity in store for people to be able to shop.
This is so great because anyone can come in and feel like they have different style options, and they can walk out with it that day. They don't have to order it online. So tell me about some of these styles that we're gonna see when we come in.
Okay, so this is all thrifted from here, or
No way!
second-handed from here, but I'm in a very like boho vibe of my life. I'm transitioning my style. But we've got all different brands here, all different sizes.
And let's talk about your changing room,
Yes.
because this is something really special that you have.
I get really excited when I talk about it. So I get really hot when I'm trying clothes on, and I know that anybody who's plus size as well does. So we built a custom bench, and it has a ceiling fan.
You want to feel comfortable when you're trying clothes on, and you want to be able to look in the mirror when you have them on and think, I love how I look. I feel like I look great.
And if you don't, I'll tell you you look great.
There you go. Talk about that a little bit, because you were telling me earlier that if someone doesn't know their style or they're not quite comfortable, you're going to help them.
Yes, so we ask that you let us know, DM us or email us that you're coming in because you need some help. Some people just don't know what looks
good on their body.
Right, meaning don't look at the sizes.
Look at the item of clothes itself, and it's in here. For someone who maybe they're a little intimidated by secondhand shopping, they haven't done it a lot, what would your advice be?
My advice would be, let's put your stigmas out the window. It's gross, it's grimy, it smells. Everything in our store is laundered. It's steamed, it's hung, wash dried, and then free from holes.
Everything is gonna be really turned around and taken very good care of. Well, Heidi, thank you so much for telling me all about Billy and Lulu's. And really quickly, what does the name mean?
Okay, Billy and Lulu. So Billy is Natasha's cat, and Lulu is my dog. We couldn't think of a name, so we picked our favorite pet.
There you go. It's all for them. All right, this is so great, but I want to keep talking about secondhand and keep shopping a little bit. So we're going to go to another amazing place right here in the same plaza to kind of keep the vintage vibe going. Thanks,
Thank
Heidi.
you.
Now we're headed over to Tattered Nest, a spot with vintage finds to help you transform any space. Oh my gosh, Bianca, everything in here is so gorgeous. I absolutely love this space. I feel like I could spend hours in here just shopping around, but everything is so unique and so charming. Tell me me a little bit about maybe one or two pieces in here that's really special to you right now.
Gosh, it's really hard to narrow anything down. There's so much, and my heart and soul goes into every square inch of this place. I guess if there's something, I keep looking over at my plant here, and I'm just so happy with her. We planted her. She's gonna be our store plant. I know it's not vintage, but it makes me happy.
You know what? I think plants have a vintage life in them anyways. They bring life and they go on beyond maybe the original owner sometimes. If you have a garden and things like that. So that's what's so special about every piece in here is that it had a life before you. Do you find that when people come in, they're looking for certain things?
Especially with current trends, the way that they're moving, it does seem that people are looking for unique items, things that are old or have maybe a story to tell, things that are maybe a little bit rough around the edges and aren't brand new and crisp. They like the character, the flaws, and maybe a piece of furniture in the wood.
It's kind of a trend right now to have some things that are vintage mixed in with some things that are more modern and more new. Your space is huge. I mean, talk a little bit about the space and how much is in here.
I honestly couldn't even, I think that that's beyond my skill set of counting, but the building is awesome. It was built by a man and his son in the late 80s, and he had a flower shop here. I'm very blessed.
Yeah, no, it's great that the building itself kind of has a rich history and then everything. Tell me just really quickly why you wanted to get into this business.
Well, I started actually getting into it because I became a furniture artist. So that was a way of learning a little bit about old pieces and where they came from, and maybe there was like a stamp or like an old letter inside of a drawer, newspaper clippings, etc. And so gradually I expanded from just furniture into loving all things vintage.
So if someone was coming in and they haven't really shopped vintage before, or say they're not ready to kind of overhaul their whole space yet, but they want to get one or two little items, what would you suggest?
Well, we talked about plants. We do have a lot of plants that are easy grow, low maintenance.
Okay.
So that's a good way to go. And a lot of them are planted in vintage crock pots or milk glass, etc. That's one way. A lot of people are really into lighting right now.
Yeah.
Warm lighting, maybe bringing some warmth and charm into your home. Small pieces of decor are great. We sell a lot of brass. We sell a lot of vintage oil paintings, things that you can maybe add to your existing space without being so overwhelmed and doing it all at once.
Well, this is definitely the place to come if you're looking for any of those items and you just want to kind of dip a toe into antiquing or shopping vintage for the first time. Bianca, thank you so much for having us here at the Tattered Nest.
You are welcome. Thank you so much.
If you've ever been in a fender bender, you know just how stressful it can be. Well, today I'm talking with Oscar from Scottsdale Collision Center about how he and his team can help you get back on the road. All right, Oscar, thank you so much for having us in today. I want to hear a little bit about what you guys do and kind of what makes you different.
So we are a collision center, right? It's nothing to it. It's if you've been in a collision, we can help you fix it. The beauty about us is that we are an independent shop. A lot of people go, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
That means that I don't have a contract with your insurance company and I don't have a financial agreement with your insurance company on how I fix your car.
And what does that mean? Like, how is that different? Do most places have an agreement?
Some places have an agreement. So what that means is the insurance company is going to feed you business and they're going to say, hey, we approve this, this, and that. And you can't really shy away from that.
Gotcha.
With me, I tear the car down. We do a full assessment on the vehicle. We do a comprehensive repair plan on what it's going to take to repair your vehicle with parts, labor, statistics, everything that it needs to get your car back to pre-collision status. And then we submit that to the insurance company, and our goal is to hold them accountable to make sure that they pay for everything that your car needs.
And talk a little bit about the process, because a lot of people, when you get into a wreck, it's really scary. Maybe you don't know what to do, but you guys help. You guys really walk people through the process. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so it's traumatic, right? You're going to work.
Yeah.
All you're thinking about is like, I gotta get my coffee from the coffee shop.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you get hit. It's traumatic, right?
Yeah.
You're thinking about your kids, you think about what's going on. We have a staff dedicated to call us. They'll walk you through the whole entire process. We have access to tow service 24/7. You just call the shop. We have a staff dedicated that can help you from getting your car from A to B, from getting the file claim with the insurance company, walk you through the process to make sure that you're filing the right claim and to make sure we're able to proceed accordingly. And if you need a rental car, we can get you a rental car. We can either use Enterprise, Hertz, or we do have a contract if you do have a Tesla with the company that rents Teslas. That way you can exchange the Tesla for another Tesla. So.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you guys have really thought of everything. You really want your customers to feel comfortable, to have someone there to walk alongside them. So tell me a little bit about the equipment. We were talking about this earlier, that cars are so high tech now. They're updated all the time. How do you make sure that your guys who are working here know how to work on every type of car?
So you're driving essentially anything that's 2013 and newer, it's a computer, right? Because they start adding sensors. If you get a chance to look at one of these cars when it's turned down, you have sensors, monitors, cameras, everything. Everything needs to be calibrated. So when you run into an accident, we have a company that comes out, scans the car for any electronic code to make sure that it's functioning. And if it's not, that gives us a report that says, hey, all this stuff isn't working on the car.
Yeah.
So if it's something that's common on all cars, we do it in-house. We have the equipment to fix it in-house. If it's something specialty, we either use the dealership, so we sub it out to the dealership so they can use their equipment. And a lot of times you have to do that, or you use a specific company that specializes solely on that equipment.
So one really fun thing that I want to talk about that you guys are rolling out, which is wrapping. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So now that we have our collision centers established, we were subbing out a lot of the work. So now we just got the building across the street from this location. We actually launched the soft opening on Monday. We're going to be doing tints, wraps, PPF. A lot of our fleet customers like this, when the car gets in an accident, they have to rewrap the car. And a lot of times subbing it out, that was delaying the process.
Right.
So now because we have it all in-house, we're gonna have our own prints in-house, we have a designer in-house, and we're gonna have the installers in-house. When the car's done getting painted, we'll drive it across the street. We'll get everything rewrapped. If you do have a fleet, like our fleet vehicle here, we can wrap it, because what better to have your logo and your brand on a moving billboard, right? So we're able to help with the design, help with the logos, and help with the installation.
There you go. Get people on the road quicker, faster, and looking even better than they did before they came in.
Absolutely.
So Oscar, tell everybody if, you know, they happen to be in a wreck or they just want to get some great tint, whatever it might be, tell them how they get in touch with you.
Well, hopefully everybody's safe if you've been in an accident. And if everybody is safe, give us a call at 602-777-7921. We do have staff available that answer the phone, answer all your questions, make sure that you walk through the entire process. If you simply just want to quote, you can email us at estimates@scottsdalecollisionaz.com, and we'll make sure we'll take care of you. We guarantee that we'll give you an estimate back within 24 to 48 hours. So
that's awesome.
That's how you can get a hold of us.
Very cool. All right, Oscar, thank you so much for having us. I want to check out some of these tints.
Awesome.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you so much.
If you're looking for a unique way to experience Arizona, whether it's for a birthday party or a bachelorette party, Arizona Party Bike is the way to go. All right, everybody, are you ready? Yeah. All right, Robert, thank you so much for having us. This is so fun. I'm already having a blast, but I want to know what makes you guys different here with AZ Party Bike.
So I can't really think of another experience where you pedal down the street with 14 of your favorite people with adult beverages in your hand, wooing at all the onlookers on the sidewalk. So that's definitely a very special experience, and this is the only place that you can get it in Arizona.
So what's cool about what you guys do is that this is a group activity, obviously, but it's meant to be done with your friends, and it is meant to be done as like a pub crawl kind of a thing. I mean, tell me about some of the experiences. I know people come here to Old Town, but where all do you guys go?
So we're really about just bringing people together and making memories and having fun. So people use the party bikes for all sorts of reasons, whether it's a birthday party, bachelorette or bachelor party, even company team builders and things like that, or even just friends getting together to go out. It's just all about having fun. So our biggest location is here in Old Town, where we've got a good mix of locals and tourists alike. We're also in downtown Phoenix, Tucson, and Flagstaff. So we're really all over the state. So whether you're doing it here locally or it's summertime, you want to go up to Flagstaff, that's also an option.
And okay, so let's talk about summertime, because I'm sure people call you guys all the time going, how do you still do this in the summer? I mean, do you guys still run the bikes even when it's 115 degrees outside?
Yeah, we definitely do it in the summer, although I admit it's mostly people from out of town who don't know any better. But that being said, we do change up our offerings to like really match the season. So during the summertime, we do this really cool thing where it's the party bike experience, but we also match it up with a free pool party at the Monarch Hotel. So you do the party bike, you spend some time in the AC at the bars as well, and then we drop you off at the Monarch Hotel for the pool party where you get free entry, you get some pictures of sangria, you get all sorts of really great stuff. So even if you sweat a little bit, it doesn't matter because you're gonna be jumping in the pool and having a great time.
That's awesome. So I know what you guys do is it's about the ride, it's about the journey. So can you also drink when you're on the bike? I mean, tell me what it's like being on the bike. I mean, we're here right now, but it's fun, it's music. Is it booze on the bike too?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yes, absolutely. It wouldn't be the party bike without some adult beverages on hand. So we can have beer, wine, and seltzers on board. And then of course, we've got some VIP drink specials at the bars as well. So we really just try to make it like a VIP experience for you. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, you know what? Being on the bike so far has been a blast. And let me just say, I'm not pedaling. So tell me about that a little bit. Is it all on the backs of the people in the seats, or can you pedal a little bit and then take a break here and there?
That's a huge question, and one that we get a lot. So the pedaling actually does move the vehicle, but you don't really have to pedal. It has an electric motor system that keeps it going. If you can see us, our legs aren't even, we're going really slow, but our legs aren't really moving right now.
Right.
So it's really a no sweat kind of experience if you don't want it to be.
That's very cool. And then tell me about some of the specials that you guys have coming up. I know that you're doing something really cool this month.
Yeah, so we've got all sorts of fun events going on. So for the month of March, there's spring training going on. There's tons of people coming in for that. Tons of games going on in the Valley. So what we do is a pre-game bar crawl for all the spring training games at Scottsdale Stadium. We take you to two of the newest bars in Old Town Scottsdale, and then we actually drop you off at Scottsdale Stadium right before the game. So it's just a great pre-game experience. And that one's pretty big. We do it for up to 100 people. So if you have a small group, we also have large group discounts for groups of 10 or more. So we really just kind of take it over and then take you over to the stadium for the game.
That's really cool. All right, well, I'm having a blast so far. I'm sure people at home watching are like, man, I can't wait to book with AZ Party Bike. Tell everybody how they find you guys.
So to check it out, get all the info you need, and even to just book online really easily, just go to ArizonaPartyBike.com.
Nice and easy. All right, well, I don't know, Keisha, hit the music. Let's keep this party going.
Let's go. All right, cheers, everybody.
Today we are talking with Jeremy Mueller, who has been providing top-tier insurance services in the Valley for over 2 decades. We're going to learn about his journey, his mission, and why he and his team are the best. All right, Jeremy, thank you so much for having us in today.
Thank you.
So I know you have deep roots here in the Valley. So what keeps you so connected to this community, and what is it that you love about working here in Scottsdale?
Yeah, you know, being born and raised in Scottsdale, it's been very nice going to ASU, seeing everyone come in, like New Yorkers, California. You have all these people coming into Arizona, and I always thought, why would I leave?
Right.
Like you don't want to leave somewhere where everyone's coming in. So I've seen the town change quite a bit. You know, we used to be, we're still a little big town. Right, that's what Scottsdale is. I feel like my family's roots are here. My grandfather moved here in the 60s, so I just have a very strong tie to Scottsdale.
Yeah, it is a great community. It's a great place to have a family. Like you said, so many people are moving here, and there's good people here, which is a testament to you and how you treat your customers, because I know that's a big part of what you do is customer service. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know, during school, I was in the hospitality industry, so I always kind of learned early on some of the +1 service levels in the hotel industry. And anyone in the hospitality, anyone in the restaurant industry, if you've ever worked there, you kind of become a better person after that because you know what to expect, but you also know how to treat other people.
Everybody should work in a restaurant at some point in their
100%.
lives, right?
I think it's more important. I told my kids, like, look, you don't need to work, but you need to work. So they're in the restaurant industry in high school right now. But it is one of those things that I think if you carry those concepts over into something like insurance or financial services, it does pay dividends because ultimately customers want to be treated fairly. They want phone calls returned. They want someone friendly to answer the phone. And they ultimately want to work with someone they know and trust.
Yeah. And that's what you do, is that you bring that one step above service, like you said. It's going that extra mile. And I'm sure you also create close relationships with your customers as well.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a generation out there that just wants email, they want apps, and we will work with that. But also there's some that want it deeper, and those that want the email and app at first, ultimately when something happens, they get a bad accident and they have a house fire or something, they want a personal relationship. And that's where we come in and we kind of shine.
Well, that's such a great point, because what you do is you are walking alongside people. If they're going through something, you are there for them, because these are kind of catastrophic events, things that you can't really prepare for, but that's where you come in, is that you're walking alongside them. So tell me why someone would work with you rather than, there's tons of other insurance agencies in the Valley. Why would someone choose to work with you guys here at Jeremy Mueller?
Yeah, and there's some great ones out there. What we try to do is, I always tell my team, we're the second call when something happens, meaning you may call police, you may call fire, but then they call us. So being that second call, we deal with this all the time. But that customer, it may be a once in a lifetime experience. Even if it's a minor fender bender, it can derail their day, derail their month. So it's just nice to have someone in your corner, or to ask a lot of questions and just be there. And there's no dumb question when it comes to insurance, because people, a lot of times the public perception is, oh, I should know it all. You don't need to know it all. That's what we're here for. We're here to walk you through it.
That truly, you guys already do know it all. That's why you're our second call, because we need somebody who knows it to help us in those times, especially because if you have had a scary morning, you had a fender bender, God forbid something happens in your home, you need somebody there who's going to calm you down and help you get through it.
You're exactly right. And as you know, Phoenix has grown quite a bit. So, we're leading the nation in some statistics with accidents right now. The town has changed, and you just need to make sure that you're working with someone that your coverage changes with them.
No, that's great. I really love it. Well, what about the future for you guys? I mean, what do you see as the future for Jeremy Mueller State Farm Insurance?
Yeah, ultimately, it's about team growth, customer growth, and we still want to make our mark in this area.
All right, Jeremy, so if someone out there is like, okay, I really need somebody to be on my team, be on my side in case of those emergencies, and they want to work with you, how do they find you?
Great, we'd love to talk to you. You can reach out by our website. You can just Google us, you'll find us, find all our social links. And then the easiest is just by phone. Our main phone number is 480-515-5223.
Nice and easy. All right, well, thank you so much for chatting with us. Today, we're swinging by Shag Salon in Scottsdale, and we're going to talk to Michelle, the owner, about how she and her team of stylists can help modernize your look. Michelle, thank you so much for having us here today in your beautiful space here at Shag Scottsdale, Shag Salon.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about you guys and how much your team is important here, because I know you pour so much into your team.
Yeah, so we love our team. We have a big team of about 16, and our point of difference is that everyone is actually independent.
Oh, okay.
But we support them in a ton of different ways. So lots and lots of classes. Our most popular class is actually business.
Wow.
Yep, and tons of technical training as well, cut and color, but really supporting in that way. The team really loves to collaborate and, work on projects together, and it works really well.
And I know for you guys, your main goal is to make sure that your clients feel like their look is modernized, like their look is updated, so that when they walk out, they feel like the best version of themselves, but also like a version that fits in 2025.
Exactly. So, of course, we know all of the trends. We know what's hot for 2025, but really this came from the clients asking us, what is a modernized version of my style?
Okay.
And we really like to make sure that we can give you the best look specifically for you. It's not really about us and our ego and what we want to do. So we have a little formula, and part of it is that the best haircut you could get is the focus will go straight to your eyes. So that's a big one.
Okay.
Colors and tones and everything. So very, very customized. We will definitely offer lots of options, but yeah, we want you to look like your youngest, hippest self, but for you. It's for you.
You still want to look like yourself.
Yeah.
You still want to look and feel like yourself, but be modernized and bring all that attention to your eyes. And something you do here that's really special is that you use all vegan and eco-friendly products.
Yes, we just can't have it any other way. At this point, there are such great products out there now. So we have Evo hair color and retail products, and Mr. Smith. They're both out of Australia.
Okay.
And they're so natural, they're organic, they're vegan, and it's for us too, because we're touching it every day. We're mixing color.
Yeah.
So it's for the stylists and the clients.
And I'm sure as a client, you only want the best and cleanest thing. This is going on your scalp, on your hair, on your body. So of course you want this for your stylists, but also for their clients as well.
Absolutely. And these products have come such a long way. They don't just say they're 100% organic, like they really are clean and green.
So something else that you do here, and I love, is that you're so connected to the community here in Scottsdale. You have a fabulous event coming up. Tell me about your pop-up.
Yes, we love Scottsdale and we love small businesses. So, sorry boys, this one's for the girls.
Okay, girls only.
Yes, girls only. It's called Girl Vibes. It's our spring pop-up.
Ooh.
We have over 20 female vendors.
Wow.
DJ, mimosas, swag bags, tons of shopping, tons of promotions, raffles. It's going to be a blast.
And I know you're taking over the sidewalk outside your salon, and you're just making this a block party.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun.
Oh my gosh, well, I can't wait for that because I love supporting community too. So for all the ladies out there who are like, yes, this event sounds amazing, I want to grab a ticket, but also for those who just want to work with you, how do they find you?
So go straight to our website, shagdandscottsdale.com. Follow us on Instagram at shagscottsdale, and feel free to stop in and say hi anytime.
Absolutely, you're right here in Scottsdale, and it's a great location, a great space, and I'm just gonna walk around and just soak up all the good vibes in here. Michelle, thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Well, that wraps up another episode of Phoenix Finds. Thank you so much for hanging out with us as we discover some of the coolest businesses here in the Valley of the Sun. I'm Lexy Romano, and we'll see you next time. The preceding program sponsored by Phoenix Finds Media, Mac Media Relations, Big Deal PR and Marketing, Jeremy Mueller State Farm Insurance, Shag Salon Scottsdale,